Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a video for you about Season 4 of Modern Warfare, more specifically the leaks that have started showing up on Reddit. We're going to talk about new weapons, new maps, new modes, and a lot of fun stuff like that, but I want to clarify that these are not confirmed leaks. They are from Reddit, which is not a super accurate source, though they are supposedly from a data miner, and to do my due diligence, I'm going to link the thread down there below in the description so you can read it. And yeah, I know I'm kind of like a day late on this one. Yesterday was the big day, but trying to play catch up, and it is interesting to me. Also, no pics or videos from this either, because that'll take me to Strike City, and I don't need any strikes on my channel. So the big news is that there are very likely 2 new weapons coming to Modern Warfare and Warzone whenever Season 4 launches. This is going to be the Galil assault rifle and the Vector SMG. These are both weapons that I have had the good fortunes of holding and handling in real life, but never actually the opportunity to fire them, so I can't really expert about how they are supposed to be. The Vector is a 45 caliber SMG, kind of like the UMP. It usually has smaller mags and high accuracy. It's a fantastic weapon in real life. I do know that. It's very expensive. But Infinity Ward will be calling the Vector the Fennec SMG for what I assume to be trademark reasons. They probably couldn't afford to use the real name. Most of the attachments on this submachine gun are very standard: long barrel, short barrel, stippled grip, lasers, etc., etc. But it does have one attachment called a huge suppressor, and the game files seem to indicate that it's something like the Odin's Colossus suppressor. So it's probably like a massive, longer barrel type suppressor that will, of course, keep you off the radar, but greatly extend your range and accuracy and things like that. The Vector will also have drum mags for its extended mags, which is nice. This is usually a low ammo weapon, so having a big magazine attachment is good. And an ammo conversion kit. The ammo conversion kit on this weapon currently has placeholder text, so I'm not really sure exactly what the ammo conversion is going to be, or if it's going to be included, because it seems to be kind of in the works. But if it has an ammo conversion and a huge suppressor, then I'm going to say it's possible to convert the new Vector into something more of an assault rifle or PDW type weapon. The next weapon is the Galil, which is an Israeli assault rifle that was designed in the late 60s. It was popular in the 70s and 80s. It's one that can primarily shoot 5.56 ammo, but can also easily be converted to shoot 7.62. It was their idea, or like NATO's idea, to have a weapon that could shoot both types of ammo depending on the scarcity of the battlefield. Modern Warfare seems to have the Galil chambered by default in 7.62, so I'm expecting a lot more performance, kind of like the AK, with very high base damage per shot, long range, probably a little bit more recoil, stuff like that. Most of the barrel and grip attachments are again stuff you've seen before: longer, shorter, stippled, faster, slower. All pretty basic, but there are 2 ammo conversions to take note of. Number 1 is a 45 round mag of the 7.62 ammo, which is nice, and a very interesting 10 round magazine of 7.62 M67 ammo, which seems to be pretty similar to the M4A1's 458 SOCOM rounds. They seem to be like anti-material, DMR, super long range kind of bullets, so I assume that it's going to be extremely high damage, lower rate of fire, and maybe make the weapon semi-auto. I think this is just going to be an alternative version of the M4A1 SOCOM rounds, which is still interesting, because that's an interesting thing both in Warzone and in regular multiplayer. There do appear to be files in the game, and maybe not for Season 4, of some additional weapons. One appears to be a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle, under a different name of course, and the other one appears to be an AN-94 assault rifle like the one from Black Ops 2, which is a real Russian weapon that they developed in the, I don't know, early 2000s, I want to say, to compete with the American ACR program. Super interesting weapon if you want to Google it online. But these 2 particular weapons are not nearly as far along in development as the others. And as a matter of fact, they may be placeholders. I'm guessing that this will be like a mid-season weapon, or maybe even next season, or maybe even later than that. These are very, very rough at the moment, but I do have high hopes for both of them. The Barrett 50 cal is just an iconic, powerful, crazy big Call of Duty weapon that you can use to nail people. If it's anti-material, it would be amazing to be able to drop, let's say, helicopters or cars or stuff like that in Warzone, or maybe deal significant damage to the tanks, or maybe you shoot somebody in their body and it just goes poof and blows up into bloody mist. That would be fun. And the AN-94 is just a really cool weapon. I don't know if they'll do it full auto or the little 2-round burst component at like 1800 RPM, but we will find out. There do appear to be files for akimbo melee weapons too. I'm unsure if this is real or just testing stuff, but it looks like they're there. And there's lots of new maps. About 4 or 5 new gunfight maps have been loaded in. A little bit hard to tell what they are, and they're tend to be small, so I wouldn't focus too much on those, but there are also a lot of maps in progress that you might recognize, such as Scrapyard, which is part of the Zakov Boneyard, Broadcast, which is there in Battle Royale. There appears to be a map similar to the Modern Warfare 3 face-off map, like Offshore, which is fantastic, because I think Modern Warfare 3's face-off maps were some of the best DLC that Call of Duty ever had. And the Exclusion Zone map, you know, the one where you play out in the woods in Russia and hide behind the cows and everybody tries to snipe you with the Barrett 50 cows in Modern Warfare 2, is at least listed, though these files have kind of been in the game for a long time and they don't show significant progress or editing, so I have no idea which, if any of them, is coming. However, the data miners have indicated that there is a night version of the Warzone map Verdansk coming soon. I don't know if that's going to be like a Warzone or like a ground war big team battle in downtown, or if it's going to be like a whole bunch of night maps for ground war, or if there's going to be a battle royale night mode. My personal favorite thing would be if they can somehow hold out 5 months, that'd be a long time, to October, and do like a zombies battle royale thing. That'd be really cool, but I think that's a long way out. They're probably just going to do regular night versions. And then finally, there appears to be a new game mode that's at least being tested in Warzone where teams compete to get Juggernaut crates. And I want to clarify that in Battle Royale, there's a mode where you can do something to earn a Juggernaut crate, and so can other teams, so you'll have one person on the team as a Jug battling the other Jugs. And I think that this is where the crossbow with the explosive tip is going to get really useful. And it's finally going to be my time to shine. It sounds crazy, it could be broken, it's one of those game modes that probably won't be quite as fun as it sounds like on paper, but I really want to try it out. It might be an absolute banger. Guys, that's all for today's shorter video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.